South Sudan.
It might be like a little spy or something going on over there, Skip.
Hey, I'll give you 30, South Sudan. You taking it?
I wouldn't take 35 and a half or whatever it was.
I need to see some clips of them.
Yeah.
South Sudan.
I need to see what they look like, though.
Man, they probably ain't got nobody over 6'3".
We got the males. Almost lost to some Africans. Yeah, we almost lost to them. And the king had to save. The king had to save us. I know the LeBron haters are mad. We almost lost to the Ahi tribe.
Hey, my beautiful people, Gracie here. I hope each and every one of you is doing amazing. I am doing well myself. To the new subscribers and returning part of the subscribers, thank you so very much for your support. Each and every one of you means a lot to me, so thank you so very much. And to the members that support me through the member packs, you do me amazing, and I don't take any of you for granted. Thank you so very much for supporting the growth of this channel of ours. And of course, to the anonymous supporters that choose to watch me through the windows, the ventilators, the doors, but they don't want to enter the house, thank you so very much for watching my videos. I hope today you consider entering the house and you click that subscription button so you become part of us, right? Thank you in advance. Now in today's video, I don't know if this is the long-awaited video, but I'm gonna give my opinions about it anyway. And you guys are gonna give your opinions as well, right? Yes. So, all of us are aware of the recently concluded game that was between South Sudan and the US, that basketball game, right? Yes, where US won slightly by 1, which I congratulate you. In this room here, we have so much room to celebrate each victory. Yes. So yes, congratulations to the US and congratulations to the men of the South of Sudan. You guys did us amazing. You put us out there. Yo. These people didn't even know that there's a country that is called South Sudan. These people literally, well, which is taking me to today's video, guys. This game left a lot of feelings hurt, because apparently the people that took it upon themselves to troll and throw insults and disrespect the African continent. Yes, because once you disrespect one of us, once you insult one of us, you are insulting all of us. I know all of these were coming from a very, very innocent place, probably. Maybe. I'm not gonna judge, all right? And also coming from an ignorant point of view as well. And yeah, but it left a lot of people hurt. Why don't I let you guys listen to the insults and everything this man, Gilbert Arenas and Paul Pierce, had to say about South Sudan? And then I'm gonna bring you what other people had to say as well. Don't go anywhere. Watch this.
We got the males. Almost lost to some Africans. Yeah, we almost lost to them. And the king had to save. The king had to save us. I know the LeBron haters are mad. We almost lost to the Ahi tribe. This is crazy. Man, Embiid over there, goddamn throwing the game. He throwing the game for his cousins and shit. We don't supposed to be losing to air up there. Come on, man. Cool Runnings. We don't supposed to lose to the Cool Runnings team. They don't even have shoes. They get their shoes from America. We gotta ship them shoes. They don't even have basketball rims, dog. Manu Bull, I seen he had to walk, what, an hour and a half to go shoot basketball. We losing to people who don't even, they got baskets in the back. They shooting on fucking peach baskets in dirt, no shoes.
South Sudan.
It might be like a little spy or something going on over there, Skip.
Hey, I'll give you 30, South Sudan. You taking it?
I wouldn't take 35 and a half or whatever it was.
I need to see some clips of them.
Yeah.
South Sudan.
I need to see what they look like, though.
Man, they probably ain't got nobody over 6'3".
I looked at the roster. I didn't recognize a single name. I don't know.
South Sudan,
right.
here we come. Here we come, South Sudan.
They had to qualify. Remember,
That's what I'm saying. Who they played against?
Luca's team didn't get in, so
Because they lost to Greece.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
lost to Greece.
but
They
what's
lost
on
to
Luca's team
Ghana.
other than Luca?
I mean, let the Wayne. We got South Sudan.
Yeah, that right there. What they're saying, probably there's no 63. No indoor basketball courts. Which, yeah, definitely. And Ahi tribe. But I don't know about the Ahi tribe. First of all, I want to say these two men do not represent the rest of America. No, they don't. And basically, they are black men. So if you make fun of a black man, you are literally making fun of your own people. Actually, indirectly, you are insulting yourself in front of everyone. And people are looking at you, they're like, okay. So they do not represent the opinions of black Americans or black people in America. And the reason as to why I'm saying that is because there are so many people that came out to actually call them out. And we are going to listen to them. But before listening to them, we also need to know that yes, like as much as these people do not represent the rest of black America or America in general or the West in general, we do really, really have a lot of people that think like them. But that does not faze us at all, right? We rock with those that rock with us. Look at the responses that these people got.
We got the males almost lost to some Africans. Yeah, we almost lost to them. And the king.
I'm going to treat this as specific as I can, with as much nuance as I can, and acknowledging first and foremost that is an ignorant person speaking, right? For as much skill that Gilbert Arenas has on a basketball court, clearly he's not the smartest bunch in the group. And we talk about representation. Who is representing a group when they speak, right? Is that the representation I should use for my African American brothers and sisters? No. But let's keep it going, because he adds more nonsense on this, right? He adds more nonsense.
Lost to the Ahi tribe. This is crazy. Man, Embiid over there, goddamn throwing the game. He throwing the game for his cousins and shit.
With that said, Gilbert Arenas, it might take me about 2 searches on YouTube before I find someone who is not of African descent, who, when they don't like what you say, brother, will tell you to go back to Africa. You just took all the racist talking points about all Africans, yes, including you. They consider you as a descendant of Africans in that group too. Barbaric, not not functional. Not able to live in a modern world, not able to create things, still showering a certain way, still doing, yes. And you did all of that to get your xenophobic thoughts off. Racist white folks are up 15 in the third quarter, and what an amazing job they did. They gave you a piece of crumb, so you get to claim the nationality of America. Great. Awesome. I got that too. But in that, you thought you had to trade off. You thought there was a trade-off involved. To be American, you have to insult Africans worldwide. You insulted yourself. You insulted the ancestors that were taken from the west coast of Africa, brought here, and created what we now know as my lovely African American brothers and sisters. You insulted Jamaicans, you insulted Trinidadians. That's what you do when you say these type of things and you just say African instead of specifying country. And for the record, that does not mean that idiot, what he said about the South Sudanese people would have been true anyway, the insults he was spewing at them. My thing is just that you so stupid, you don't even know you insulted yourself and you don't even know you're trying to get nationalist versus nationalist ideas off instead of insulting the entire continent. And lastly, shout out to the South Sudanese team. So the brother couldn't even focus. He's so stupid. He couldn't even focus on the improvements that team has made for a sport that is not of them. He couldn't even for 1 second, couldn't even just watch the beauty and watching, descendants of Africans playing continental Africans and being competitive. No, the colonized imperial mindset was up in his head. It's a joke. It's a joke. One, you're not a comedian, Gilbert Arenas. Two, if you don't know how to joke without insulting yourself, your ancestors, you're not a good comedian.
So Gilbert Arenas made it a point to make a video offending, disparaging, and minimizing what South Sudan did by almost beating Team USA, the men's national team, the men's Olympic team, in an exhibition game. I think Team USA was favored to win by 40+ points. In South Sudan, almost beat them, losing by 1. So instead of congratulating and propping up the fact that South Sudan, the South Sudanese, played so well, Gilbert Arenas comes out and offends those young men on that basketball team. Called them the Aki tribe. The Team USA almost lost to what Gilbert Arenas said. Some dart shooters, basically. Talk about the fact that Sudan doesn't really have basketball shoes or South Sudan is known to be rich in oil, rich in gold. Rich in gold. And it's been taken advantage of like a lot of other African nations. And they have a lot of internal conflict and internal turmoil. But that doesn't give you the right, or give him the right, to make fun of those magically melanated men that look just like him. That some of them come from probably worse backgrounds than him and worse challenges than him to arise to the point that where they are now, almost beating the best basketball team in the world. That's yet to be seen for this year, because you have a collection of talent and the best basketball players, that doesn't make you have the best team. But Gilbert Arenas, extremely disrespectful, and there was nothing funny about what you said. And I kind of question your mental faculties, my man. It's one thing to have an opinion, but you just downright disrespectful. You say some good things, but you say some dumb things. So you owe the South Sudanese basketball team and the people an apology. I think they just got their independence 2011 after fighting, and they're still fighting. But through it all, those young men playing for their country, playing hard for their country, representing their country, as far as I can see, the right way. Don't matter if you win or lose, but representing their country the right way. And I don't know about any of them taking guns to a locker room at work and threatening to have a shootout with a coworker at work. All praises to the Most High.
What's up, everybody? Ayo here. I know it's been a minute. I just thought to record this video to address something really important very quickly. Apologies for the lighting. I'm in my hotel room and it's poorly lit, so hey. I know you understand. Listen, something happened this morning. If you're a basketball fan, obviously you know that the United States played against South Sudan in an exhibition game ahead of the Olympic Games. But ahead of that game on Fox Sports, on their flagship show Undisputed with Skip Bayless and a couple of other guys, a basketball legend, Boston Celtics legend, Paul Pierce, appeared to be joking about who South Sudan was in terms of their pedigree as a basketball nation. He was making a fool of himself, for lack of a better expression. He was saying South Sudan, they're probably no more than 6'3". Who South Sudan was saying, well, Luka and his team could not make it to the Olympics. They might as well have the Olympic Committee might as well have allowed Lithuania, or he just kept going on and on and on and on. And the game between the US and South Sudan was played in London. It took a LeBron James last few seconds, LeBron James heroics with a few seconds to spare for the United States to win that game. Because South Sudan at some point led by double-digit figures. What Paul Pierce did is a microcosm of the reality of the United States, in which a lot of Americans have this erroneous belief that outside of America, there is no country that is great. And we all know nothing could be further from the truth. Because if you think that as large as the world is, everything starts and stops with you, then you must be grossly mistaken. Paul Pierce is on television, on national television. First of all, if you're going for a show of that magnitude, as a journalist, even though, he ain't no journalist, it's just a basketball player who was fortunate to get a job. Listen, you have to do your research. I'm a student of journalism. You have to do your research. And if he did his research well, first thing you will understand is the nation of South Sudan, people from South Sudan and the larger Sudan are naturally tall. I saw a documentary the other day, and in this family, the shortest person was a lady who was 6 feet 5 inches tall. I am 6'2". She will dwarf me. That's what I'm talking about. So for him to have said they're like 6'3" shows a lack of understanding as a result of a lack of research, something as basic as searching Google on. And Americans, y'all need to remember, the last time you faced an African nation, it was Nigeria, the country of my origin. And Nigeria beat the United States right there in their home backyard, right there in the United States. So if you're analyzing it, we understand the US is trying to reclaim their prominence and their powers back on the global stage. But the worst thing for you to do is to go on national television and discredit the nation they are playing against without giving them respect. That was rude. And for the life of me, I wish the game went the other way so that the trolling can be very, 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 very big. Come on, man. The other day, someone met me and said, hey, did you learn English when you moved to the United States or what? And I looked at the person with so much, I don't know, man. I'm careful about what I'm saying here, but I was so pissed. I was like, dumbass, if you knew anything going on around the world, you will know that the Nigerian official language is English. So I'm not speaking English because I came to the United States to learn. I'm speaking English because that's what we speak in Nigeria, dummy. Why do y'all think it's all about the United States alone? You know, we need to do better, man. I'm American too, so we need to do better. Come on, man. It's not all about the United States. There are nations out there with better standards of living. There are nations out there that are cleaner. There are nations out there with better political setups and so on and so forth. Come on, man. Let's show respect to other nations. Let's not think it's all about America. No. And hopefully now Noah Lyles is a legend. Because a team wins the championship in America, they say the NBA champions of the world, the baseball champions of the world, and so on and so forth. Come on, man. Miss me with all of that, man. Put some respect on other nations and all these other athletes who are fighting tooth and nail to bring honor to themselves, to bring honor to their countries, man. Y'all can do better.
There are so many people that reacted to this whole saga, and I can't bring it and everything on here, but I guess you get a picture that indeed a lot of our people are actually calling this ignorance out, and they are saying this person does not represent the rest of Black Americans, which I believe so. You understand? I'm not going to say so much. Here's what I have to say about this entire thing. Again, congratulations to the US, and congratulations to South Sudan. Thank you so very much for representing the continent. Yeah, this country is only 13 years old, and it managed to do that on a game that literally do not even belong here. What does that have to show us, or to tell us that talent here in Africa is not a surprise? No, it's not a surprise. It's not only South Sudan. And trust me, those are like just a few that even got the opportunity to participate. Thing is about games and sports in Africa, most of the sports that we play is either basically British or something like that, games that are not played in the US. So you do not get to see us on the global map. You understand? But talent is out here. Of course, not the same opportunities that your government put in there to make sure that they develop these talents and put sports on the world map, or like put it as a priority. And yeah, it's not like that over here. But nevertheless, these people are talented and they are thriving. So for people out there that believe that Africans are not talented, I mean, people that still believe that there's nothing good that can come out of Africa, I hope this is a wake-up call to you that Africa is actually catching up with you. And unfortunately, yeah, you can get as much better talent than you have over there in the US or anywhere in the West. Now, I know that these people were battling the biggest, best team of like the entire globe. I do understand that. Yes, I do. And of course you hear a lot of people saying that they kind of try to misjudge the team. They thought the team is not good enough, so they were not serious on this game. Again, still refusing to give credit to people that literally you won slightly by one, and it took one man, LeBron James, to come and conclude that whole thing with one, and you're still dismissing the fact that these people are talented. It doesn't matter where they're coming from. That is why it is an insult that you have to literally bring in the background of these people and what they have and what they do not have. In fact, yes, we must admit that these people, even the game where they perfected all this skill, it is in the West because they are refugees in that country, and they said that for them to even play a game with USA, like that is all, like it means a lot to them. It wasn't even about the win, and they're not even out there disrespecting anybody. I just want to ask you a genuine question. When has Africa ever gotten respect and credit for what it provides and it gives to the world? Also, let's not forget that some of the great players that you have in your teams are of African descent. If they test them, they have that African DNA. So the same DNA that runs through them, it's the same DNA that runs through these people that these, people were making. I call them trolls. These people do not represent, but just for the group that they represent, let's educate them and let them know that the same DNA runs deep and talent runs within us. But also, again, when I say, when has Africa ever gotten credit for what it does to the world, for what it provides to the world? Our cobalt is why you guys have batteries, is why you guys have luxurious phones and all of that. All of it is coming from here. When do we get credit for that? Not any time. Yes, but every other time, people want to bring words like they are not like us, you know. And I hear this whole thing, like this whole thing just proved to me one thing. I've had a lot of my people complain of how they are bullied when they come to the United States. This one thing, one incident just, you know, confirms the whole situation that indeed the bullies are always going to be there. Don't act like you don't know the names that we are called. We are called tethers, we are called African Buddhist scratchers, we are called all of that. Our accents are made fun of. I landed on a video as well where some black people were saying Africans, we eat shit. They say we are not like you. For us, we eat shit. We are not children of God. This is how far people are going to validate themselves, like dehumanizing others. It is so upsetting. Like, if you are not careful to have self-control and know that these people do not represent the majority of our people, you know, I don't want to generalize at all, because I have amazing people on here on my YouTube that come from the Americas, that come from different parts of the world, that are showing me love. That's why I don't want to generalize. That's why I say these are trolls, and their own opinions represent who they are, which they are ignorant. Most of these games and sports, African people are the ones that are playing for you, right? Yes. What do you, my people, think? Put your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. And if you want to see this channel grow, please sign up for channel membership. Definitely, I will see you in another video. My name is Gracie. I love you. Bye.